I don't want to talk trash about her because she was entertaining, but I cannot watch this. It's Deidre. Hello, it is Deidre, and today we are gonna react to this little video I saw on TikTok.
So I guess we're all just gonna jump on this whole how I found my ex cheating on me trend. So I figured, why not? Let's do it. The last video I made about my ex ended up in some threats and some fun stuff. So let's add some fuel to the fire. It all started when I started dating my toxic ass ex, and our situationship was so toxic, and I should have known, bitch, leave this man alone. But of course I didn't, because I loved the toxicness. So the only reason this man actually committed to me was because he went through my phone and saw some shit that he didn't want to see, right? So that was the only reason he was like, all right.
What did he see? Because right off the bat, it sounds to me like he saw something that made him feel really bad. And for him to then turn around and say, okay, let's be in a committed relationship, that tells me that bro is getting revenge. He is securing you so he can do whatever the hell he wants to you after what he's seen in your phone. It sounds like she fell for it. Let's continue, but that's what I'm gonna guess is gonna happen. He's gonna lock her down and punish her for that. Beware of a relationship that starts like that. It's not always, oh, I didn't realize I loved you until I saw that you were running around with other people. No, it's not always that. It's 2025. There's some snakes out there. Not to say it's not snaky of her to do whatever she was doing on the side, but also we have people who are willing to go the extra mile to get revenge in a situation like that. Them people with them fragile egos. And it sounds like that's what we're about to witness.
Let's just be in a relationship. Let's just do this, okay? So of course, he was doing whatever he wanted to do because like I said, we were in a situationship and men are gonna do what men are gonna do at the end of the day. So anyways, this motherfucker, he commits to me and I cut everybody off. I don't talk to anybody else. No more flirting, no more this, no more that, right?
He got you.
And I just decided, something told me, like there was nothing telling me to go get tested, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go get tested because we're on a clean slate, we're official now, everything's good, blah, 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 right? So I go get tested and I was waiting for my results and he tells me, I'm not gonna lie, I hooked up with someone and I'm worried that you might get something. And I'm like, you know what? I can't even be mad. We weren't together. We were in our situationship. You told me you were probably going to be messing with other people and I was messing with other people. And it's like, you know what? If I have something, then we're just going to chalk it up to we're adults. So we knew what we were doing, whatever, right? Exactly. So I get my results back and I definitely got burned. Okay. So I was pissed off, but I'm like, you know what? It's
Is that what we was talking about? Did he do that to her on purpose? I don't know. I don't know how much time was in between them committing and them revealing that he had an STD. It sounds like we might have been on to something, but let's keep watching.
Fine, I'm gonna get it taken care of. And he was supposed to take his medicine too. He didn't take his medicine, but I took my medicine. So he re-gave it to me. Love it here.
Girl.
So then fast forward, I'm getting complications. I'm in a lot of pain. And around October, which is my birthday month, I'm like in severe pain. And I'm like, why am I feeling like this? Like I literally could not even do anything with this man. And it just hurt so bad. Even when I wasn't doing the nasty, I was just in so much pain. So I'm like, okay, something is really not right. Like I gotta go get this figured out. So I go to the doctor, I get ultrasounds, and she basically was like, look, we've kind of crossed everything out on the list. I think you have endometriosis. And this is something that I figured I had years ago and I never really went and got tested for it. So I was like, all right, so what are the next steps? So I had to go get surgery and we're gonna have to do a part 2, bitch. I know, I'm sorry.
Part 2. I have to go get the part 2. I didn't realize this was a part 1, part 2. Let's go find it. Oh my goodness. Finally, we found it. There's a part 2 and a part 3, and it looks like there's a part 4. So let's, this video is going to be longer than I thought.
So she's like, all right, we're going to have to do some surgery. And I basically explained to him what the situation was and why this was happening. And I didn't necessarily blame it on him, but endometriosis can be triggered and get worse because of infections. So I'm like, look, like this is serious, okay? So he knew how serious it was. He literally cried, right? Because we always talked about the future here and there and stuff like that, as normal stupid toxic couples do. And we're talking about the future, and I basically was told that I might not have a future of children that I could conceive naturally. So as I'm laying down on the surgery bed, I had to sign a document basically saying that they might have to take both of my fallopian tubes. So I call him before the surgery. I'm fucking bawling my eyes out. I'm like, this is what's happening. Like, I don't know what to do. And he was like, whatever is best for your health, you have to do that. So I'm like, you're right. So I signed the paper. I am leaving surgery. He's there to pick me up. I'm all happy. I'm like, just so happy to see him.
I just want to remind the world, this man gave her an STD. And then he went on to not take his medication and gave it to her again. So this garbage about him crying, I think he's still messing her. A toxic person doesn't magically become untoxic.
Him, and he surprises me with a Pokemon toy. It was an inside joke, and a little like Build-A-Bear bear that said like a custom I love you note in it. So we get back to our house because we were living together at the time, and we get back and basically I walk into like a huge arrangement of roses in this massive vase, flowers everywhere, a lot of my favorite stuff. So I'm just like, wow, like he went all out. Like this is crazy because
he bought a Pokemon. He must be an amazing husband.
Doesn't do anything like this. Like this isn't even like him to be super romantic. So I'm like, this is amazing. So I'm on cloud nine, everything's perfect, everything's great, right? But the kicker was, the doctor said, Kenzyy, you cannot have any sexual activity for 2 weeks. It is very important that you remember this, 2 weeks, especially because we just did such an intense surgery. Like this is a serious surgery. Like this is just what, the protocol is. And I'm like, damn, because at the time I'm trying to do this every day. And so is he. So, that was a little hard, but I'm like, we got to do this. It's just 2 weeks. So I'm like, okay, we can do it. So we're running up on like a week and freaking like 5.5 days.
I wonder what surprise he has planned for her next.
And we both look at each other and we're like, all right, it's time. So we mess around. I put his ass to sleep after, and his stupid ass fell asleep with his phone unlocked. So I was like, my intrusive thoughts were, bitch, go through that phone. But like, I'm like, he's been so perfect. Like nothing's been going on. I don't know what, I could possibly see. Because prior to, I had a hair appointment that day. So I left our house to go to my hair appointment, and my hair appointment takes 6 hours. That's another conversation for another day. I know it's a long time. We're gonna have to do a part 3. So I'm like, okay, like nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna see anything, but like for my peace of mind, I'm just gonna check part 3.
I need to know. So we're gonna go to the part 3. Thankfully, we're already kind of here. Let me download this. But first, if you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Deidre. If you are into exploring relationships and psychology and what makes people tick and how people get along and dating, etc., that's what we do on this channel. We explore people's experiences, analyze, give okay advice, and perhaps ourselves evolve into the people that we want to be in the world and having the experiences that we want to have as far as relationships are concerned. We do Reddit, we do TikTok, we do emails, and we just have a good old time. So if you are interested, go ahead and subscribe. You are more than welcome to come along for the adventures, starting with this one. Okay, part 3.
So I check the phone and I see 6 different text messages between him and 6 different girls, basically trying to have them pull up to our place while I'm getting my hair done. So I'm like, hold the fuck on. So I am like fuming. My stomach is turning. I got a shit.
Bro was crying. Really? She bought the crying, which is really sad. The moment I heard anything about him crying about what happened, I knew it had to be complete BS.
I'm pissed, right? I'm like, I cannot believe this right now. And like prior to, he had just went on a little trip, like a little work trip, and he was only gone for 24 hours. And in those 24 hours, he literally had a girl pick him up from the airport. He fucked her. And then it literally said like, I had such a great time. Like they literally fucked, and she dropped him off, and that was it. Like, and I'm like, are you fucking 24 hours, bro? You couldn't keep it together for 24 hours.
You knew.
So I wanted to go crazy, but
what you were getting into, Kenzyy. You totally knew. Let's not be shocked Pikachu here. This man made it very clear. He had no intention of respecting you, especially after he saw the disrespect on your phone.
At this point, this motherfucker's already beat my ass before. So, like, I can't do anything too crazy because he will fuck me up. So
what? I gotta rewind that a little bit.
So I wanted to go crazy, but at this point, this motherfucker's already beat my ass before. So, like, I can't do anything too crazy because he will fuck me up.
And he was physically abusive? Clearly he's all kinds of other abusive, but also he was hitting her? What a clown. Someone who hits you is not going to be concerned about your best interest ever. In fact, they will go out of their way to hurt you. It will all be intentional. This thing with the STD, that was intentional. Him sleeping around with other women, that was intentional. He hits her. A lot of women don't realize. They think they're in a relationship that's about to be healing, about to become that Disney relationship marriage thing that they have in their mind, without even realizing this man is your op. This is your op. He secured you so that he could get as close to you as possible to do the most damage. And there he was on the phone crying. Meanwhile, in his heart, he's rejoicing. He probably went out and celebrated by sleeping with another sleazeball, just knowing that he hurt you so deeply that you have to go and get surgery. I'm sorry. This video is from 2022. I'm talking like it happened yesterday. But my point still stands. Girls, come on. Some guys' egos are so fragile, and I don't like to generalize. I don't like to separate by genders. It could be women too. But in this situation, some guys' egos are so fragile that they will go out of their way to make your life a living hell, whilst making you think that they're your friend. And I know that because I've been there.
Fuck me up. So I wake up, I wake him up by throwing that fucking Build-A-Bear. And I threw it at him, and the little noise went off. I was like, I love you. And I was like, you bitch. Like, I literally screamed. I was screaming like, you dirty dick. You know, the whole thing. Yelling. And then I took all the roses that he gave me and I dumped them in the fucking sink. And they were just all over.
No, you're wasting too much energy, girl. I get it, you're angry, but you're wasting way too much energy. He knows what he did. You don't have to physically lash out. I would have just left that situation, pack up my things, and get out that door. You're spending way too much energy. Way too much energy has been spent trying to punish this man. Meanwhile, he's probably having the time of his life because this is exactly what he wanted to see.
And I was like, fuck you, don't ever fucking talk to me again. I leave. I take the fuck off, okay? I go back to my house and he's chasing after me. He blocks me into my parking spot, right? So by the way, I had an apartment and I was living with him. So I had two places. But anyways, I go back to my apartment. He blocks me in so I can't leave. And he's literally like blocking the car. And I was thinking about running over his ass, but I didn't. And anyways, would have saved me a lot of future headaches. Anyways, so I'm like, what the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of the way. I'm tripping. I'm like, move. Like, I'm pissed, right? He's screaming through the window, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. You don't understand how hard it was to not have sex for 2 weeks. Like, that is a lot on a man. I said, I know you're fucking lying. You just gave me some shit. And then I find out that I have endometriosis and had to get surgery, and they're telling me I gotta take my fallopian tubes out, and you're talking about your dick and your needs, right?
And you put that dirty thing in your surgery wound, girl.
He was like, you don't understand how hard it is to know that you fucked with so-and-so, and it takes a toll on me every day. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
exactly. Now he is revealing why he did all that stuff. Can we just take a moment to acknowledge that we were right in the beginning? It all came back to what he saw on her phone. That's why he was doing all that stuff. He literally just admitted it. We were right. Congratulations.
so he was just making excuses for his actions per usual, as he always did, because he's a narcissist.
No, he wasn't making excuses, girl. He had that plotted from the get-go. As soon as he saw so-and-so's stuff on your phone, he had this plotted from the get-go. It's not an excuse.
This manipulative asshole. And I basically was just like, fuck you, do not talk to me again. And that was basically how I found out he was cheating. But did we get back together? Yes, we did, because I'm a dumb bitch. But then I found out he was cheating again, but this time it was a lot more. Embarrassing.
Girl, you had to go and get surgery to recover from what he did to you. And you said, let's try this again. Really? I can't watch this. She has so many videos. I don't want to talk trash about her because she's entertaining, but I cannot watch. I cannot watch this. There's clearly a lot that should be dealt with on her end why she entertains these toxic situations. And as someone once said in one of my comments, there's a love for toxicity perhaps that causes a person to chase toxicity.
I loved the toxicity.
And invite toxicity into their life. Dysfunction junction is the road that they live on. And they don't want to leave the hood. So what do you think about this? Woahkenzyy? There's so many more videos that happened after this. This was 2022. I scrolled through at least 1,000 videos to get back down here. I wonder what else she's experienced. I really do, but also I can't overlook the fact that we choose. At some point, we have to acknowledge that we are choosing these toxic situations. That is all. What do you think about this situation? Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah!